Welcome back, everybody. In today's video, I'm going to be stacking FlutterFlow's AI Designer against Stitch, which is owned by Google, in addition Pencil.dev, which is supported by Claude Code. Let's see which AI Designer is the best from a visual perspective. So I've gotten ChatGPT to generate me a prompt for an AI. So I gave it a very basic prompt where it says, give me a prompt for a UI AI app designer for a simple smoking app that encourages quitting. It will be storing data locally, no authentication, no cloud integration. Design a simple UI prompt for a smoking cessation app and giving a context to the AI, what's the core goal, design style, and the key screens, which I assume the AI designer will use. So let's copy and paste this into FlutterFlow Designer and see how well it do. So I've pasted this straight through. It's thinking, it's really fast. By the looks of it, it already popped out 4 screens with onboarding welcome, initial setup, home dashboard, log cigarette, progress analytics, and settings. And we can already see here, it's finished within a few seconds. I didn't even pause the video. And here they labeled a brief 3. There's a bit of, kind of USP, unique selling proposition of what it is. And then onboarding screen about how many cigarettes do you currently smoke. This is the home dashboard. This is the logging a cigarette screen. And this is progressive analytics. So how much you've saved, how much you've not smoked, a few diagrams, milestones, and the classic typical settings screen that a lot of apps have now. So overall, it's really fast, really comprehensive in terms of design and in terms of functionality of the app. So let's go to Google Stitch and paste the exact same. I'm going to be using the 3.0 Flash. Of course, you can probably use a bit higher to make the design better, but I'm just going to use the default one. I've selected app here, and let's see what it comes with. So it's doing its magic. It's definitely not as fast as FlutterFlow's Designer. It's doing a lot of estimation time, at least at this point in time, is 40 seconds. So I want to pause the video here and come back, see if it finishes in 40 seconds.
A few moments later.
Okay, so that took approximately 22 seconds when I timed it from the moment I paused the video. And let's see the result. So here, there are 5 screens. So there's an onboarding setup, we have a dashboard, we have a quick log interaction, progress, and app setting. So it was missing kind of like the onboarding screen, where the welcome screen. And let me check the prompt itself. So onboarding screen 1 to 2 screen max. So this means that there was a bit of flexibility here. And here FlutterFlow's Designer gave 2 screens, kind of like the home landing page and then the setup, kind of setup of a user entering the detail, while Google Stitch took it as one, where we'll go straight to it. Here's the setup. There's a back button here for some reason, which doesn't make sense at all. But anyway, but looking at the overall design, it looks very simple compared to FlutterFlow's Designer, which is a bit more complex in terms of the functionality this app will offer. In terms of color, it's a bit bright on the eyes, while this is more kind of like muted green. Yeah, so if you look at the logging screen, this is just a very simple color and confirmed log. While this one asks a bit more question about, okay, when did you log the cigarette? What was the trigger, and added notes. So a bit more functionality to the app. And your progress is kind of very similar at the top about saving and tracking the progress, and a bit of milestone as well. And then the account side, 2 settings to change, while FlutterFlow offered, they kind of offered the kind of like the goals and milestone. Similarly, preferences is 2 things to change, and a bit of UI about deleting and exporting data. So not too bad at all. In this example, let me know if you think the same. I actually prefer FlutterFlow Designer's overall output. This is because firstly, the color is much better. It's easier on the eye. This one was too neon green. And secondly, this FlutterFlow design actually, I feel like thought through the app a little bit more, although it did, I think it is hallucinating a little bit about what kind of functionality it wants to give. For example, it's over giving functionality for over designing the app. So it gave like a quote here at the bottom, and let me double check here on the dashboard page whether we actually gave it a quote. Okay, so there is a motivation message that was prompted by in the prompt. And here it seems like the dashboard did not give a quote at all. So I guess FlutterFlow Designer understood the prompt properly, while Google Stitch just kind of just ignored it fully. So that's another point of comparison where FlutterFlow Designer is actually trying to understand line by line and design these screens line by line based on the requirements. Lastly, I'm going to be using Pencil. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's the new kid on the block. Past few weeks, it's blown up a little. I believe it's supported by Claude Code, backed by A16Z. So you can download this as a separate kind of app, or you can implement it in the IDE. So I've got Cursor, and I have got the extension here. I've just created a frame, a file. It's called pencil.new.pencil file. And I'm going to paste the same prompt that we got from ChatGPT. And let's see, I'm using the auto model. So I assume that if you pick a higher model, it's probably going to be more complex in terms of design. So I'm just going to use the auto model and see what the result would be. We can see here on the left-hand side, it's running all the tools necessary. It's trying to think a little bit about it, about the screens, and what it is. So I am actually timing the video right now to see how long this design will take by Pencil.
A few moments later.
Okay, so Pencil finished and it took 4 minutes. That was very slow. It could be because I was using an auto model on Cursor. I don't know what model was behind the auto model. So basically, we can see what the result is. It looks very basic. It's absolutely trash, to be honest, compared to Stitch, and miles behind compared to FlutterFlow Designer. It's so basic where I don't even want to look at it compared to, Stitch, right? Like all these poor, it's not even good. It's not even formatted correctly here. You can see it's so bad. Very, very basic here. So like the tab bar is not even right here. There's one tab bar here, but there's no other tab bars in settings. There's no consistency in terms of design. So I'm just going to scrape Pencil as last of the pack. Don't even bother installing it unless I imagine you have a higher tolerance for token. Then you probably can use probably like Opus 4.6 to do the design, things like that. But if you want a free option, Stitch is pretty good in terms of consistency. But I think right now the best is definitely FlutterFlow's Designer, where it's fast, it understands the prompt well, and finally it generates good output. So I hope you really enjoyed this video in comparing FlutterFlow's AI Designer versus Stitch versus Pencil. Let me know if you have any questions, and remember to comment, like, and subscribe for more content on building apps. See you next time. Bye.